Welcome to the Constant Companion Podcast. I'm Dallas. We have Connor here as well, as always. And we have two special guests today. Are you excited, Connor, for these?
This is about time. We've been promising guests for the longest time. So I'm glad that we're finally getting to this.
We have Steven and Robbie. They are two of the world's foremost experts on everything movie related. Do y'all want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Steven.
And I'm Robbie.
Like he said, we're going to be here talking about movies. That's kind of what we do. I'm an actor, primarily is what I do. And Robbie's more of a director, and so that's what we kind of focus on. But we love movies. We love talking about movies. And we're hoping to get our YouTube channel going back up again, too. MooreBros Reviews. So if you get a chance, check that out also.
So you guys are brothers?
Yeah, we are.
Nice. Man. Just like...
and you guys like each other, too.
I know. What a surprise.
Gosh,
that's so
happy
bizarre.
for you.
But I think... Go ahead, Dallas. I'm sorry.
What is your favorite movie of all time? Can you just tell us that?
Of all time?
Of all time. If you had to choose one movie to watch over and over again forever, what would it be?
First of all, loaded question. Don't ask that to people who really like movies. It's not fair.
I'm sorry. I just had to.
I'll give you a movie I could watch over and over. I can't say it's necessarily my favorite. So, just so I don't say The Godfather like everyone else, I'm going to go with Whiplash. I love Whiplash. I've seen that movie probably 9 times, and I'm excited to watch it again soon. I haven't seen it in about a year, and I love it. It's such a good movie. It's just never gets old for me. It's fantastic. It's intense, great acting, great everything.
You shut the door.
Whiplash.
What about you, Robbie? Is that the same movie? You like Whiplash?
Whiplash is good. Probably Psycho.
Oh, okay.
Or The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, The Wizard of Oz.
Some Alfred Hitchcock, man. Okay, Dallas, what would you say?
My favorite movie of all time?
Yeah.
Would have to be The Pursuit of Happiness. Or Battleship. I love Battleship.
With Liam Neeson?
Classic, I just knew that this was going to get on Steven's he's just going to get on his nerves, okay? Because Battleship is his least favorite movie.
It's not my least favorite, but it is up there. It is terrible. It is not good.
I will say a movie that was generally critically panned that I actually still like, Speed Racer 2008.
Speed Racer is a good movie.
No, we both like that movie actually too.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It's an anime put to live action.
Yeah,
it was the first actual representation of something like an anime that I felt actually translated well to the screen in a live action format.
I agree. Yeah, I think, and the acting in it's.
I mean, Dragon Ball's good too. But...
Shut up! Oh my goodness.
You know what's really bad?
Yeah.
I didn't actually mind Avatar: The Last Airbender movie that much.
Are you serious?
I didn't. I really didn't. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I wasn't angry about it. Okay, but
that was so bad. It got my friend to say, I have to watch the cartoon just so I can understand what made you want to go and watch this movie. Like,
wow.
I don't understand how you could ever have the desire to go see this movie that's so horribly put together. And so I said, just trust me on this. The cartoon's great. He watched it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, it's so simple to just take the story and put it into a movie. No. Everything about it, to me, awful. Hated it. Hated every second of it.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like a lot of people would feel that same way too about that movie.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like M. Night Shyamalan, that was such a bizarre choice for an action movie because all he had done is like small town horror thriller movies up to that point. Just a weird combination. But if I did have to pick a movie that I could only watch the rest of my life on an island, I'd probably have to go with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's a good one.
It's just an easy pick.
Not one you can Kingdom watch. Of the Crystal Skull or whatever?
What's that?
No, not Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Stop!
I don't know if
These are all like his least favorite. This is what we talk about when we go out to eat at like 2 a.m. after work.
Indiana Jones 4 is not a good movie. Like, it's not. There's nothing about it.
Can you explain this to us why?
The monkey scene, the giant ants, it's not even exciting. He's too old. The joke of him being too old to do everything falls short every time. He somehow survives a nuke with a fridge.
I actually liked that scene.
No.
That was, when I did rewatch it, that was one of the better scenes in the movie, but It's pretty bad, hard to watch.
Oh.
Let's not. Yeah, okay, Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a great pick.
I hate Temple of Doom though, but I like the third one. Awful. I like the third one.
I have to rewatch the third one.
I would watch Temple of Doom though before I'd watch Crystal Skull again, having just watched them like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, probably. I think I would too. Just like I finally went back and watched Phantom Menace for the first time since I was like a kid, and I finally realized why everybody hated it. As a kid, really... I thought it was great back in 1999 when I saw it in theaters. I actually liked Jar Jar as a kid, but
no, I
love Jar Jar.
Although I would much rather watch episode 1 than episode 2. Like,
any day.
Episode 2, when he's trying to like seduce her by talking about how she's not sandy and rough, is just the absolute worst.
Just the fact that I knew Attack of the Clones was a bad movie when I was like 8 years old, I think says everything I need to know.
That's true.
Especially since I was blinded towards Phantom Menace. Anyhow, sorry, I'm getting off track, Dallas. Keep us on the straight and narrow.
This is good. So, this episode today, I want to talk a lot about Christmas, because this is our Christmas episode. Christmas is in 5 days. Let's start off just talking about, let's get a little touchy-feely for a second. Let's get down and deep. What is your favorite Christmas memory? Connor, you start us off.
Dang, dude. I've got to say, the one that sticks with me is when... Okay, so do you remember when Mega Bloks got really popular for a little bit? I guess they're still somewhat popular, but they were Lego's big rival. Anyhow, they were pretty lame for the most part, except they had these play sets, and they had these dragons. They called them like Dragons Mega Bloks play sets, and they came with these really cool dragons, and they had these huge fortresses, and I was really bratty as a kid because I had gotten these really cool play sets, and I pretty much had every one except for the super ultra rare one, and it was Christmas evening, and we were over at my grandma's, and I didn't get the play set that I was sure I was going to get, that I thought for sure, because everybody was teasing it, and I thought for sure that I was never going to get it, and so I started crying because I was really upset, and then, I guess due to my tears and the passion that they felt, their hearts were turned, and somehow, miraculously, they produced this play set out of thin air and brought it out to me, and I couldn't have been happier, and I got the silver and gold dragon. It even had a gold tin, like it came in this big gold tin. It was super cool. And I think I played with it for about 3 days and never touched it again.
Wow. So that was your favorite Christmas memory. Is that what you're saying?
That is my most emotional Christmas memory I have currently.
Wow. That's kind of sad, actually, in my opinion.
It's moving to me. See, I want you to try and beat that.
Getting a play set with dragons,
a Mega Bloks
emotional, and Mega Bloks,
gold tin.
Okay, okay,
it makes sense.
Do you want me to go, or you want to go, Steven and Robbie?
Sure, yeah, I'll go. So,
okay, good.
I would say my favorite Christmas memory was the year I got Twilight Princess.
Ooh, good choice.
So I'm a huge Zelda fan. I've played all the Zelda games, excluding CDI. Those aren't real. But I've played all the Zelda games. I got way into Zelda Timeline and stuff. And I remember, going to friends' houses and seeing Twilight Princess and loving it. I was like, I have to hold off so I don't, ruin this experience for myself. But I was super excited. I was going to get a Wii and Twilight Princess, and it was all I wanted. I was super excited. And I remember I got it, and I played for 6 hours straight. I didn't eat, I didn't do anything. I just played Twilight Princess. It was awesome. It was a wonderful Christmas.
See, now that's one I can agree with. Twilight Princess. I remember when I first got my GameCube, and it came with Zelda and the Ocarina of Time, right?
That's N64.
I know, but it came out on the GameCube too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so I got the GameCube edition of it. And I remember just sitting there and playing it all Christmas, and I was so happy, and it was such a joyful time. That's more joyful than getting a playset with dragons with Mega Bloks. Okay.
See, here's the difference between you and me. I have imagination, You have to have other people imagine worlds for you that you can travel and explore through. For me, all I had were the basic assets I needed to create a world in my mind that was way better than whatever Miyamoto had thought up.
Oh my! I don't know about that.
Miyamoto just thought up a product.
Stop. We don't need to go into that.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. You fell for commercialism at its finest, whereas I took a little bit from commercialism, but I created my own things out of it.
Sorry, I succumbed to public school. Okay, I was in public school. Like, I wasn't really taught to be creative.
Sorry, comrade. I've just been taught to be an American my whole life, so.
Those are solid excuses.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I love that.
I'm just kidding.
I love
no,
that
those are actually really good choices. In fact, I almost want to take back what I said because I loved my Nintendo GameCube. When we got that for Christmas, we got Smash Brothers Melee with it, and we were the only cousins in the family who had gotten it, and so we just spent all Christmas playing that. And we got the Mewtwo like by day 3 because you have to have like 300 battles, and we thought it was so cool that Mewtwo was in the game because like back then we didn't really use the internet to look stuff up, so like we didn't know what secret characters there were, and unlocking those around Christmas was like probably the most exciting part.
That's sweet.
Or you just made up for your other experience. Robbie, you want to go next?
I don't really remember stuff that well, so I can't think of anything.
Just make up something.
I got nothing.
Good.
Every Christmas is his best Christmas because he just loves them all so much.
I agree.
He was overwhelmed.
He's so overjoyed that by the next year, he just can't remember the old one because he just doesn't want to spoil this Christmas.
You should just get him the same thing every year then.
No, because all he ever wants is movies, and he remembers what movies he has.
That's
all
true.
1,000 of them?
We have closer to somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000, but yeah, he knows all of them.
It's
wow.
amazing.
It's a lot of movies.
And they're all from Christmas, or buying them over time?
Just time, yeah.
Okay, good.
Now, out at school, do you bring a bunch of them with you, or do you have like a digital collection now, or?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, we have all of them at school, and they're all physical copies. We also have all the streaming services available.
Netflix, Amazon, Hulu,
Holy
HBO,
cow.
Showtime, Cinemax, all of them.
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
So you guys are serious. So what are you studying out at school, like anything specifically related, or?
Yeah, so I'm in the acting program.
Oh, okay.
And so that's all I study every day is just different parts of acting, from straight acting to musicals to everything, to film. So it's fun. And then Robbie's focusing on directing. So
fantastic.
Specifically for the stage, but we like doing a little bit of both. So we're hoping to do some like projects. We did a one-man show he directed before, and then we're hoping to do some short films soon. So
nice collaborative efforts, huh?
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Steven,
that's
didn't a movie just come out that you were a part of?
Yeah, a movie that I was a part of. I acted in a short film that just premiered in Salt Lake a few weeks ago, and they're going to be submitting it to a lot of the film festivals around there. So,
dang.
What was it called?
It's called The Classic Case of Lycanthropy.
That just sounds cool.
Yeah,
it's like sounds cool.
Paying homage to old like 50s horror TV shows and movies. It's pretty cool. It's fun.
Okay, that's awesome.
What was your part?
I played Lucas, so I played the store clerk that is very well versed in monster movie lore, and I help to break the main character out of his hypnotism as he's been going around destroying everything, thinking that he's a werewolf.
So here's the question: are you truly well versed in monster movie lore?
I'm mediocre at monster movie lore. Horror movies is not my specialty. Robbie is very well versed in monster movies.
But you could probably hold your own with your extensive knowledge.
Yeah, against a normal person, I could hold my own. Against Robbie, no, I can't.
Dang. I can see the look in Robbie's eyes right now.
You can see it, yeah.
He's too humble to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows he's the best. He's the best.
So, Dallas, correct me if I'm wrong, but you set them up to watch a few movies.
Yeah. So we set them up to watch a few of our, like, my favorite Christmas movies, And so I wanted them to just like go through and like review them for us, because a lot of us don't know a lot about movies, but y'all are the experts. So are these actually really good movies, or are we just like blinded by the Christmassy of them?
So both.
Okay.
Right. So Christmas movies are a special genre because some of them aren't very good movies, but we love that they're sappy. Like, that's what we like about them, is that they're cheesy and they're fun, and they have a great ending because they're happy, and that's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just going to go and we're going to talk about them. Some of them we haven't both seen, so we'll just kind of split it if we haven't both seen it. But, like, Miracle on 34th Street, classic movie, right?
Oh,
Except
yeah.
the remake's awful.
I don't know.
It's an awful remake. It's not even it's not even enjoyable. The original, it's okay. I can't say it's a great film, but it's okay. Like, yeah, it's cheesy, it's corny, but it makes you feel good, I guess. So if that's your movie, go enjoy it. I don't personally want to. I'd probably rather, like, stick my fist in a blender. But, that's okay. Like, teach their own, I guess. So, I don't know. What do you think? Do you love that movie, Dallas? Is that your favorite?
No, absolutely not. No,
Okay.
I kind of get bored with it throughout it.
It's kind of boring, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very bland to me.
I've got to
And I
say,
don't
I
really
don't think I've seen Miracle on 34th Street, honestly.
Well, write your letter to Santa and you might be able to see it.
I might get lucky. We'll see.
Yeah, you might get lucky. Maybe that's what you'll get this Christmas.
That will be my miracle on... Is it 34th Street or 34th Street?
34th Street, yeah.
That's the one. That's the miracle coming my way.
You getting to witness a mediocre Christmas movie that everyone loves.
Hey, all I got to do is turn on TBS for 24 hours on Christmas Day, and that's my movie.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, because it ends when the new episode of The Librarians premieres
Oh my goodness.
on Christmas Day.
See, he knows about television too. It's not just movies.
Thank you, Steven.
Walking
Thank you.
TV guy.
And Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie watches everything.
That's good, though. Lots of
Yeah.
culture.
Oh yeah,
I actually haven't seen Miracle on 34th Street, though.
Are you kidding me, Robbie?
We're going to watch it
boring.
together, Robbie.
I haven't seen a lot of these. The more boring ones on this list, I haven't seen them.
So you haven't seen like Holiday Inn or White Christmas, have you?
No, I have not.
I have not seen Holiday Inn, but I have seen White Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Snooze fest.
Oh my gosh. That's our family's go-to movie.
Well, your family must really love napping together.
Wow. Yeah, we do actually. We nap a lot.
Yeah, do you cuddle up under the blankets next to
We
the fire?
cuddle up, get
Christmas
the
is-
fire going.
You didn't even try to fight back, Dallas. You just succumbed.
It's a cheesy movie, but we just like the dancing and the singing in it. That's
Yeah,
all we
I mean-
really like about it.
Here's the thing. It's a classic Golden Age musical. Like, it
Mhm.
fits everything about the Golden Age musical. So if you like mediocre musical numbers but great dancing, you'll probably enjoy the movie. Like, they are great dancers. The acting, not that great. A little bit subpar. The singing is good, but the music's not that great. And the story, who cares? But they dance really well, and so it's fun to watch for a little bit. But I don't like Golden Age musicals. I'm a bigger fan of more contemporary musicals. And so I tend to just not shut off, but get extremely bored when I watch Golden Age musicals.
Uh-huh.
So that's
understandable.
that's why I haven't seen Holiday Inn, because I hear it's like White Christmas but worse, and so I'm like, yeah, I'd rather not waste my time.
Yeah, I just felt really sad during Holiday Inn too, because there's two friends going after the same girl, it felt like, and I'd rather everybody just have their own girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather everybody just find their own special someone.
They're pretending to go after the same girl because in their culture it wasn't okay to go after each other.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Okay.
That's Broadway.
That's Broadway
That's
there for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. I mean,
Wow. All right, let's go to the next movie. It's a Wonderful
Okay.
Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a great movie.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Stewart. What more do you need to say? He's so good.
I love Jimmy Stewart.
Great
He's
story,
the
great
best.
acting.
I remember I had never seen it when I was like, I think I was like 12, and my family started just harassing me endlessly that I had never seen it. And I was like, why would I have seen that movie? It's old. And they're like, because it's a Christmas classic. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. So I rented it. And I remember I sat down and watched it, and when it was done, I was just like, my mind was blown. I was like, how have I not seen this movie until now? Like, this is a great Christmas movie. Like, it still has a little bit of like the cheesy element to it, but it does it in such a way that you don't care.
It's just charming.
It's charming. It's Jimmy Stewart's performance is immersive, and you just love it. Like,
oh yeah,
he talks a little funny at times, like when he calls out Clarence's name over and over. Clarence, I see you, Clarence.
That's a really good impression.
Thank you. But I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's good. That's really good.
Not just one of my. I think that's one, and probably in my top like 25 movies. Not just Christmas.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
that's saying something.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Like, if you want to have a movie to go watch that.
And that's one we watch every year too.
Have you seen?
Like, we don't get bored with it.
The modern sequel called Clarence, and the cover is this sassy guy, not the same actor, obviously, because it was filmed like 10 years ago. It's this guy dressed up in an angel costume. It's just called Clarence, and it's a goofy comedy starring some guy playing Clarence, and it's like a modern-day version of It's a Wonderful Life. Terrible.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
I never even heard of that, actually.
Yeah, you'll have to see if you can look it up. I don't think I've ever watched it. I just saw a trailer for it, and I saw the cover, and that was about all I needed to see for me to know exactly what that movie was going to be.
I mean, I love the Saturday Night Live, like, original ending.
That one is good.
Where they go to Mr. Potter's house and beat him to death.
Yeah.
But...
That's real?
Yeah. Look up
my
Saturday Night Live original ending to It's a Wonderful Life.
That would be a more fitting ending, though. I would
like,
root for that ending.
They start beating him to death.
Seriously, he's a jerk. That's what needed to happen.
But like, I mean, that movie not only is it great, like it just has such a far-reaching influence in anything pop culture. Like you knock on someone's door, you see a little sign at Christmas that says, "Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings," or you just watch the Chappelle Show and they make fun of it. Like everything has to pay honor and homage to It's a Wonderful Life, and it's because it's so great. Like it's just a great film.
It is. It's all right. We're done there. Elf. Let's go to Elf. Okay. What do you think about Elf?
Elf is good. It's one of the when Will Ferrell was still making consistently funny movies.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Semi-Pro, dude? What about that?
Semi-Pro, I laughed, but it's probably like the beginning of the downhill. But Elf is funny from beginning to end, and it has like so many other good actors in there too,
and awesome singing too, by Zooey Deschanel.
Take Me to Valhalla, Zooey Deschanel.
I don't even like Zooey Deschanel that much, and I enjoy her a lot in Elf.
Yeah, absolutely. She's beautiful, and she has a beautiful voice, and Will Ferrell doesn't have a beautiful voice, but he still loves to sing.
He's making a musical, actually.
Are you kidding? No.
With Kristen Wiig.
Oh my gosh.
What's the musical?
I don't know. It's going to be an original movie musical.
Oh, gotcha.
From the people that made Hairspray.
Interesting.
Oh, Hairspray live or Hairspray the original?
The original, like, music and lyrics of Hairspray are writing the music and lyrics for a Will Ferrell movie.
I just got 2 cents. I watched the Hairspray live on NBC, and that was horrible.
It was horrible.
I was bored with it. It wasn't even wanting the characters to succeed. It was just horrible.
Yeah, we haven't enjoyed really any of the live performances, brother.
Not even the Spider-Man musical?
I've
about
listened
Shrek?
to the soundtrack. Shrek.
Oh my!
Shrek is bad.
We got through about like 30 minutes of the first act, and we were done. We were like, we can't handle this anymore. Like, it's causing us physical pain to watch this.
So did you guys go? Were these productions on TV or something? I honestly have no idea if they.
Shrek is on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So
we can watch it anytime.
Some we've seen, like in theaters. We've gone and seen some shows live. So,
but Elf. No, there's actually a musical of Elf.
There is an Elf musical.
Buddy the Elf. Da 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 da. Buddy the Elf. I remember they showed that during it was the Macy's Thanksgiving parade, and my family could not stop singing that song the rest of the day just because we thought it was so stupid.
Yeah, it's awful. Like, I was so upset when I saw that. I was like, because I like Elf a lot too. I think it's really funny, and I was like, why did they have to turn this great movie into a really terrible musical?
To make more money.
But like that's the thing. Like I just don't understand. Like why put your kids through that? Why pay to make them witness something like that? It's just torture. Just have them watch the movie. It's cheaper, it's easier, and it's definitely better.
Wow. That's a good thought.
This was really inspirational.
Thank you. Wow.
All right, next movie we had was Home Alone. What do y'all think about that?
A great movie. The first one and the second one's pretty good.
What is your favorite line from Home Alone?
I mean, I
Or
love
the most iconic line.
I love the like keep the change, you filthy animal. Like I love that. Who
That's the
doesn't,
line.
though?
That's the
That's
right
it.
answer.
That's it. Yep.
That's one of my favorite Joe Pesci roles too. I love Home Alone. I love it.
What's your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part in part 2 is when Donald Trump shows up. But
Oh yeah, me too. That 10 seconds is just.
I
The
mean,
best
it's
one
just
in
a
part 2
continuation of It's a Wonderful Life, because much like Mr. Potter, Trump names everything after himself. So
Are we living in Trumpville or something right now?
yep.
Oh my god.
No, it's Trump's America actually. But
Okay, there we are.
No,
There we are.
The best part about Home Alone 2, before I get back to the movie we're actually talking about, is the creepy old bird lady who ends up like saving his life.
Yes.
She's the best part. Home Alone 1, I think my favorite part is probably the tarantula
Ooh.
or the paint can smacking him in the face.
My favorite would be when they had the nail sticking up from the stairs. And he was walking up the stairs, and you see the nail just slowly go in, and that just makes me cringe every time I see it. I don't know why I love it, but I do.
What about the
It's
aftershave?
sadistic. Oh yes.
Classic scene.
You guys can't even see what we're doing, but we're doing it.
You have to. That movie has so many iconic moments in it. Like, it's just great. Like, and I think it's funny how
the beginning when they're all fighting over pizza.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I just remember as a kid, just like Kevin McAllister, I was terrified of that furnace in his house.
I remember being scared of that too. That is like the one scene from that movie, other than what we've talked about, that has always stuck out in my memory that actually freaked me out as a kid. That freaking furnace, dude.
Oh, man.
Here's my question. There are so many movies, especially on like the Hallmark Channel and stuff, that try to recapture that type of, I guess, feel or vibe that movie gives off, like the family Christmas movie that's kind of goofy and funny. But I feel like no movie will ever be able to achieve that status since Home Alone. Like, I feel like every attempt, even if it's a decent movie, for some reason Home Alone will always stand above those movies, even though in retrospect I like Home Alone, but I definitely don't think it's like a masterpiece by any means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I feel like today it would be really hard to make a movie of that type and make it as charming as something like Home Alone.
I think partly it's the quality of actors that are in Home Alone.
Yeah.
And two, I think it's just the time. Because, like, if you go back and watch a lot of the kids' movies from, like, the late 80s to early 90s, they couldn't be made with the kid actors now. They swear too much, they're too violent, they're not politically correct enough, all these things. But that's why everyone still looks at them as classics.
Yeah, it's just, like you said, the acting is great, and they portray kids and family relationships in a completely different way. Like, I think that we've had a lot of really good coming-of-age movies more recently, like teenagers.
Right.
Because you've become a little bit more, like, willing to see teenagers doing stuff now, but we're afraid to have kids doing stuff, whereas we had movies like E.T., which is a great, very charming movie, but you also have kids calling other kids penis breath. So, like, and
That's
the Sandlot, they
That's
swear.
very
like,
true. I never thought about it. Well, every time I watch Goonies and I see stuff that they let kids do in movies like that, I'm always amazed by some of the things that they were able to get past the censors back in the day.
Yeah, and it's kind of amazing and shocking.
Monster Squad.
Yeah, Monster Squad's another great one.
Or Stand By Me is rated R. They swear like crazy on that, and they're supposed to be like 14.
And it's just, I think it's just realizing that, like, we don't have as accurate of a portrayal of, like, kids, and, like, we so badly want to capture their innocence that we're afraid almost to, like, show the stuff that's not quite as innocent, and that's what makes it seem cheesy or not a real portrayal, which is partly why probably they're not as exciting and engaging as Home Alone, where you see him he's extremely violent, obviously, like crushing people's faces with paint cans and stabbing people in the feet with nails, but then at the same time he doesn't know what aftershave does and he burns himself with it, and it's funny. Like, you get to see both sides of him. Like, he's extremely mischievous and he wants to be like a grown-up, but at the same time he just doesn't quite understand it, and you have someone who not only looks the part with Macaulay Culkin, but really committed to everything he did, and it just adds to how great that movie was.
Yeah.
That's so true. And I think that a lot of those same style of child actors are coming out, like in the show Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
that's a great show, and people love that. And people love that, and so I think we need to bring that back. How are we going to bring that back, though? How can we do that? Let's start a revolution.
Nope. Like you said, like, I think Stranger Things is going to help a lot. Maybe the new It, if it turns out to be good. I don't know. I'm hoping that with things like Stranger Things and seeing how popular it got so fast, that will help to maybe bring back some of the older style of making movies about kids, because I love them when they're well done. It's just hard to find sometimes. So
I agree. Well, let's move to the next one, A Christmas Story. What are your thoughts on A Christmas Story?
I've actually never watched the whole thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a momentous occasion.
The guy who knows exactly when it comes on TBS has not watched A Christmas Story the whole way through.
I've listened to the soundtrack to A Christmas Story, the musical.
Oh, there is a musical.
Yeah. There's a musical.
There's also a sequel.
Really?
With different kids that I watched with my sister last year.
How's that?
Pretty awful. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen it, Steven?
I have seen A Christmas Story.
Give us your thoughts.
I think it's very good.
This is making me really mad. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wait, what's making you mad? That he hasn't seen
Robbie
it?
hasn't seen it. Yeah.
I know.
He's the movie guy, and he hasn't seen it.
I know. I tell him every year you have to watch it, and he just won't do it. Like, he can't seem to get through it. He starts and he
just
gives
like
up.
the Goonies.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
all right.
Goonies.
I haven't seen the Goonies. I think I've only ever seen it like once when I was a kid. I haven't watched it since.
Yeah, Goonies is okay. I think A Christmas Story is really funny. I really enjoy it. Like, some of the jokes get a little bit tiresome and worn out by the end of the movie. Like, you get a little sick of hearing he's going to shoot his eye out. Okay, I get it. But I think that all the jokes do have a pretty good payoff. I think the acting's not always the best in it, but it's still a fun movie, and it's funny enough that I do enjoy watching it. Not every year, but I enjoy turning it on and watching it, like, every couple years. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I enjoyed this movie. It uses a narrator really well, which I feel like isn't always done. So it has a few, like, things that it does very well, but I'd say most of the movie is more somewhere around, like, average. It's just an average movie. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's good. Like, I do enjoy watching it. I think it is a good movie. It's worth watching if you haven't seen it, like someone.
Gosh.
But I wouldn't
are.
say, like, if you had to pick between A Christmas Story and Home Alone or It's a Wonderful Life, go pick It's a Wonderful Life or Home Alone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no debate there.
Actually, I would rather watch Christmas Story than Home Alone, I think.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I think
We're cutting you out.
I love
You're off the island.
the way they capture the era of the 50s. And since it was shot back in the 80s, I think that almost adds to the feel. And I think the kids actually do a really good job. I feel like Randy is probably one of the most genuine performances of how kind of like a kid his age would act in those situations. Him crying all the time and him not eating his food and getting like stuck in his jacket. I love that character. And the angry father.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think it does. I think you're right. It does capture the period pretty well.
Although I'm not saying that Home Alone is a terrible movie or anything, because that in its own right does a really good job too.
Yeah. I do definitely personally enjoy Home Alone more, but like I said, I don't think Christmas Story is a bad movie though either. So.
Yeah. I agree. All right, let's move into your 3 movies that you chose. Your 3 other movies.
So we'll do our 3 favorite Christmas movies.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to go in a countdown. So number 3, I probably have to go with Nightmare Before Christmas.
That was declared a Halloween movie this week.
No, it was not.
It was officially declared
a Christmas movie, and it was on there.
Yeah, I mean, it is a Christmas movie. It has Christmas in the title.
It has Santa in it.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, like, that's a fantastic. That is. I love that movie. Like, I remember when they started re-releasing it in theaters for Christmas, and I would go watch it multiple times. Not my favorite movie, but I love it. I think it's great. I think the music's great. I think Danny Elfman does a great job, not only with his composing, but with his singing. I think that it does have a little bit of problems here and there, but I love stop motion also. I love claymation. It's one of my favorite forms of animation. So being able to see a good claymation and a good musical at the same time, what more could I ask for?
Very true.
I feel like such a hypocrite right now because I have never seen that movie. And I've been bagging on Robbie for never seeing A Christmas Story, but I've never seen The Night Before Christmas.
Yeah, this is even a Disney movie.
I feel so bad right now.
It's a classic, Dallas.
Dallas.
But unlike Robbie, I'm going to go watch it.
That's true. You're better than him.
Yep.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay, so my number 3, probably Love Actually.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's so funny.
Yes.
And it's just a happy, fun movie. It just makes you feel good.
Feel good to the winner.
Can't really say anything else about it. It's like the epitome of a feel-good Christmas movie.
I don't think I've seen that. I know the title. I couldn't tell you anything about the movie. Never seen it.
All I got
Bunch of different stories, and some they're all interconnected in different ways.
Is it like a rom-com or?
Yeah, it's basically a rom-com.
Who's
my
in
favorite
it?
part. Everybody.
Pretty much every British actor.
Is it like those movies, like Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve, like those movies?
Yeah, but good.
But good.
Yeah, but way better.
Gotcha.
And Zac Efron's not in it, so.
Or Taylor Swift.
Or Taylor Swift, thank goodness. My favorite part is the black girl singing at the end. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she's actually do you watch Adventure Time?
I love Adventure Time.
She's the voice of Marceline.
That was
No
Marceline? I didn't even
Yeah.
see the movie, and I'm amazed.
Oh.
She grew up to become Marceline.
Marceline's black? It's very interesting.
Her.
New fact. That's the second person. Well, what's funny is the other day, do you guys play Sonic games? I was playing an old arcades Sonic game. I was playing Sonic R, and there's these songs that play in the game, and I always thought it was a black woman who sang the songs, and then I looked her up. It was a white woman, and I was disappointed. I was mad that it was a white woman. But whatever. Things happen. I'll get over it.
It's not as bad as me thinking that the Thriller song was a woman, but it's actually Michael Jackson.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I'm 100% serious.
How long did you go?
2011.
How long did you go thinking Thriller was sang by a woman?
For my whole high school career.
High school?
I'm not even joking.
After Michael Jackson died?
Yeah, after he died. I thought it was sung by a woman, but it turned out to be Michael Jackson.
Have you seen the music video?
No!
How have you not seen the music video?
I've seen it now, but not then.
Oh my goodness.
That's like the music video of music videos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I feel bad. I feel
You
even worse now.
I'm glad.
Give me your number twos, okay? Give me your number twos.
Okay. My number 2 is probably 8 Crazy Nights. Like, I know it's Adam
good
Sandler,
choice.
but I do love, like, granted he's made probably my 2 least favorite movies of all time in Jack and Jill and The Ridiculous Six. But 8 Crazy Nights is a great movie. Like, it's really funny. The music's solid. And it's not just funny. Like, the characters actually have depth, and you get to see him go through an actual emotional arc. And I think it's really well done. I really enjoy watching it. Every time I watch it, I laugh and I enjoy myself, and I find myself feeling bad for the main character. I'm like, wow, this is shocking how emotional an Adam Sandler movie can be.
I honestly think that movie gets better with age because nowadays it's very hard to find any piece of even though it is a comedy, but to find any piece of animation that has any real serious tones to it or deals with realistic tones or real life. And so anything that focuses on that in the form of animation is always an interesting take on things like that, especially with the holiday feel. And even though it's Hanukkah.
Did you see Kubo with the Two Strings this year?
I meant to. I never got to. I really wanted to.
Kubo is another one that deals with some pretty heavy issues in a really well way. Zootopia, same thing. Animation's had a pretty good year this year, dealing with some heavy issues. So, tying in with, obviously, like you said, Eight Crazy Nights deals with a lot of heavy, realistic themes, which is awesome to see. And since I love anime, and so being able to see an American animation that's not completely intended for children, I don't always love it, but it does make me happy because I'm happy to see that we're not just viewing animation as an art form for children anymore.
That's precisely what I meant to, what I was trying to articulate, but you did a much better job.
Well, thank you.
All right, Robbie, what's your number 2?
Number 2, Gremlins.
Oh, yes.
It's my favorite. It's the best Christmas horror film. And it's funny.
And it's cute.
And terrifying.
And terrifying all at the same time, yeah.
You watch that movie, you'll never be able to listen to Do You Hear What I Hear the same way ever again. It's so good.
It is so true.
It's so good. It's so funny. It's so scary, especially for a movie targeted towards children.
Yeah. It's good.
It's so good.
Gosh. All right, number 1 time. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay, so my number 1 is actually Gremlins. I love Gremlins. Gizmo is probably my favorite cute creature character of all time. I remember I spent money, so much money at a fair just so I could win a giant plush Gizmo. And I remember I couldn't handle horror movies growing up at all, and Gremlins would scare me so bad, but I'd force myself through it because I loved it so much. I love everything about Gremlins. That is a movie I could watch over and over again, and I will love it every time. I've played the video game based on number 2. Of course, I've seen Gremlins 2 multiple times, and whenever I hear rumors that a 3rd one might get made, I get so excited. I love it. Gremlins is hands down my favorite Christmas movie.
Wow. That's like me with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the new ones?
Oh, yeah. They're so good.
Part 2, Out of the Shadows, but...
Oh, you need to. It's good.
I know. Me and my roommate want to watch it really bad.
It's equally as good as the first one.
I like the first
one.
Not
better, but it's good.
I enjoyed the first one, so...
Wow.
You got something to say, Steven?
No, you're good.
You've never even seen them.
I haven't seen them.
Do you want to know what my email was from year 2 to year 16? It was TMNTKid0595, okay? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Why did you just say that you had an email address at 2 years old?
My sister made it for me.
Oh, okay.
And I had it.
Confused.
Yeah, I don't know why I needed one.
What would you possibly need to be sending emails at 2 for? But
that's a good point. Maybe it was 4 or 5. Okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah, makes a little more sense.
Yeah, I was just a very technically advanced.
Hey, I know a 5-year-old who knows what every single filter on Snapchat does and how to activate them, and...
Thank you. Maybe I wasn't a weird child, after all. Robbie, give us your number 1.
Number 1. Best Christmas movie ever made.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Die Hard.
Oh, yeah!
Die Hard.
You were going to say it.
Die Hard.
Ooh.
I almost put Lethal Weapon as number 3. But Die Hard is definitely number 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best Christmas movie. It's got action. It's got great one-liners. It's about the importance of family and family coming together.
It's got Alan Rickman.
It's got Bruce Willis.
It's got Alan Rickman. So does my number 3, Love Actually.
Ooh.
and you can watch it with the family.
You can watch. I watched it with my family when I was a kid, so
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's what we grew up on.
like
Can
And
you
got
the
the best
movie?
one-liners in history.
Give us a couple right now.
Most of the ones I would say aren't necessarily family friendly, so
You can say them. Where for the sake of the episode,
This is necessary.
do it in your best
well, like honestly, the
impression.
most famous one, the ending of every Die Hard, when he says "Yippee ki
Motherfucker.
Mother lover. Mother lover.
Is that
We
what
didn't
you
say you
said?
could. We didn't say you could say anything.
I just was told I could. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Put another word in front of it.
Wait, is that what yours said? Mine didn't say that one.
I just made that up.
Oh.
And then like when he's like going through the vents and he sees like the picture of the topless chick and he's like he says something like,
You say.
You know the
Say.
line.
Hey.
What's he say?
I don't remember the line.
You know
Wow. So memorable, he
Kidding
can't
me?
remember it.
But it's just the best. And he like runs on broken glass barefoot and
Everybody can do that.
no.
Yeah,
It's a
basically.
big deal.
And it's just the best. And then number 2 is great at Christmas as well. He's trying to fly home for Christmas and the airport is taken over by terrorists.
That's what I want every Christmas. That's my dream.
But
Yeah, Die Hard. That's a good choice. I'm
There
so
you go.
glad you
That's a good-
guys decided to be original with your Christmas movie choices. Good taste. Dallas,
Yes.
what's your number one Christmas movie?
My number one Christmas movie would it's It's a Wonderful Life. It's always been It's a Wonderful Life. Since the day I was born to the day I die, It's a Wonderful Life. I could watch that movie every Christmas and not get bored of it. Or maybe fall asleep during it, but not get bored of it. That's what we do in our family. We nap. And so I would say It's a Wonderful Life. 100%.
I think I'm going to have to go with Santa Claus versus the Martians, I believe it's called.
I actually recommended that to a friend this year to watch for Christmas.
Yeah, what did they tell? What
Santa
was their
Claus conquers
response?
the Martians.
Were
Is
they
the
were
ti-
they interested?
He never heard of it, so I don't know if he'll watch it or not.
I have not seen it.
I feel like that recommendation would probably fall pretty flat in most people's eyes. But see, I'm all about terrible movies, so I would definitely watch that.
I need to take the time and watch it. I think it's worth I think it's worth it.
It's one of my favorite movies involving things coming from outer space with like killer clowns from outer space.
Killer Clowns is a good one too. Okay,
Wow, I'm looking at this on IMDb, and it got a 2.5 out of 10. Is this really a good movie?
dude, you got to
Yeah.
determine that for yourself.
Is it on Netflix? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So I got some lovely news.
Okay.
I just found out that Mama Kennedy might be coming on in like 2 minutes.
Do you have a segment for her planned out?
Yeah, we do. If she gets here in time.
Mama Kennedy, guest appearing. The one, the only from Broad Talk?
The one and only from Broad Talk. The expert radio show from, it's all-woman radio show from Minnesota. And we're getting her on here.
Is she,
So
is she gonna tell us her favorite Christmas movie?
It's a surprise. I can't tell you.
Okay.
Let's just say we don't know what to expect because she has a brain injury, and so she might get a little crazy.
That's all right. I like crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it's already gotten a little crazy at times, so.
So I'll be back in like 1 second. I'm going to give her a call and see where she's at.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a very special question.
Okay.
Every family has different Christmas traditions. What about your family specifically?
So we only have one real tradition that we always make sure to follow on Christmas Day.
What's that?
We go to the movies.
Yeah.
Go to the movies. I think sometimes we do that.
Yep, we make sure every year we plan our Christmas, including our dinner, around when we were going to go to the movies and what movie we'll go see.
What is it this year?
I don't know. They don't have the schedules up yet.
Yeah, it's still up in the air. Right now we're thinking about Fences is one that we're really looking at seeing. Definitely not Passengers or Assassin's Creed.
Fences, that's the one with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
Look good.
It's the play won countless awards for acting and writing, and so the movie's probably going to be just as good. So we're really excited to go see that. We've been looking forward to that for quite a while.
Maybe Patriots Day.
Maybe we'll go see Patriots Day.
Maybe Silence.
Oh, I want to see Silence really bad. That probably takes precedence for me because I love Scorsese and I love the Book of Silence. I read it for a class one time and I fell in love. It's one of my favorite novels probably I've ever read. And so being able to watch it by a movie made of that novel by one of my favorite directors, I'm pumped. I've been waiting for it for a long time. Every time I hear about it being made, I've been super excited. So that might take the list for what we go see on Christmas.
Good stuff. Hold the phone. We have a very special guest who's just come on the show. Dallas, would you introduce us to this lovely woman?
Yeah, we got Mama Kennedy on the show today.
Hey, Connor.
Hey.
Friends from work. How's it going?
The janitor crew.
The janitor crew.
This is a privilege for all of our listeners. And Dallas said he had a special segment or something figured out.
We just want you to describe your favorite Christmas memory, okay? We've already discussed ours, but what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Where I was kind of doubting Santa for a second, and then all of a sudden outside I heard these jingle bells, and and we're like, "There's a Santa!" But my brother and his friend, who were teenagers at the time, they're like, we'll go get him, we'll grab him, bring him in. And they went and they tackled him. And the guy hit his head and on the ground. He ended up cutting him. There was blood on Santa's suit.
No.
Oh,
Funny.
your brothers took down Santa?
They took down Santa. They made me stay in the house. I could see, they brought him up to the porch, and I could see the blood and all that, but they wouldn't let me.
Is he dead?
No, he wasn't dead, but he had blood on Santa's suit. Traumatized me.
Gosh.
And that was the year I didn't get much for Christmas.
Why? Well, because Santa couldn't keep it all because
He was
injured.
afraid of our house. These two big teenagers tackling him in the front yard.
That's so crazy. You know, it's weird. That reminded me of a memory, and I swear this happened when I was probably at least 17 years old, and at that point, I was at least skeptical about Santa Claus. And
yes.
I walked out of my bedroom, and it was weird because I was going to go downstairs to look at the presents, and I was 17 years old. I thought I was a little too mature to be doing that, but apparently not. And I hear Santa Claus downstairs, and I hear him jingling his bells, and I hear him saying, ho, 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 and I remember being genuinely freaked out, and I did not walk downstairs because I'm like, I'm 17 years old, and I hear Santa downstairs, and I have since asked my parents about that, and they are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, no, you guys had to have had like a CD or something playing down. They're like, no, we seriously have never done anything like that. And I was just like, there is absolutely no way. So I believe in Santa.
Me too. My kids, I will never ever say there's not one because there is. Right? Have I ever said it? Nope.
I heard the reindeers on the roof one Christmas. I heard shuffling outside my door. He's real.
Hey, one Christmas, though, was sad. I wasn't probably at 14, I probably wasn't very good that year, maybe, because I got a lot of IOUs for Christmas.
Ooh.
I got envelopes with IOUs.
Are you kidding me?
They were never fulfilled.
Holy cow.
What were you doing that year?
I was girls at 14 are moody.
Were you kissing a lot of guys?
I don't know.
Yeah, you were. Okay.
She
No.
she has selective memory.
Yes, I do. But oh my gosh, you guys, you janitor friends.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas?
So mine was when I got a Wii and Zelda, and I played for hours that day. That's all I did.
Oh,
So yeah, that was fun. And
I don't remember stuff that much, so I don't really remember. Yeah.
you do. Okay, the worst Christmas was when I gave everyone, my adult kids, Dallas, everyone, I gave them money, and their only job was to take that money and give it to somebody else. Nobody did.
I kept the money.
Dallas,
Anyway, it's all good for
what did
Christmas.
you spend that money on?
Share the joy, and nobody shared the joy.
If that's all I'm getting, I'm not giving it away. What do you
Share
think
the joy with
in my
yourself.
life? Just kidding.
I raised these kids better than that.
I'm sure. I think we did.
No, if you did, you were the only one
think I
because
did.
nobody else
'Cause
did.
I remember we were going to like Salt Lake or something when like I kept the money, but I
Yep.
gave it away like a couple
To a
months
homeless
later
person?
to a homeless guy.
Well, good for you. You're the only
in
one.
Salt Lake, because there's a bunch of them there you can give them away to. So
Nobody's homeless in Salt Lake.
that's true. They all have somewhere to go.
Right.
They're very well taken care of.
Zion. Is it Zion? Y'all live in Utah?
No, we're from California.
Oh, okay. Cowabunga, dude.
That's where she was born.
I was born in Beverly Hills.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we got a superstar up in here right now.
Yeah. No, we're inland. We're more towards Palm Springs.
Oh, cool. Well, hey, Connor, so we know Krieger, right?
Yeah, I was just hanging out with him the other day.
Seriously?
Yeah, he just got home. He and I have
Give him
been
a-
best friends like most of my life.
Oh, give him a punch on the arm for us, okay?
I will. I'll make sure to.
Tell him we missed him. He was hilarious.
He's a character.
Yep. There's nothing he doesn't know.
No, that's true. I saw him teach Sunday school this week for the first time, and it was an adventure.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Well, you tell him we miss him. And Merry Christmas, y'all, janitor friends. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They're not janitors. He's part of the carpet crew or something,
Uh-huh.
and he's like doing floors and stuff. So
Well, they're still part of the making BYU beautiful, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Good
BYU
job.
beautiful again.
Connor, you're funny. Have a Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas. Wow. Wasn't that something, everybody? That was a first time exclusive Mama Kennedy appearance on Constant Companion Podcast.
Doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't. You guys were lucky. You got to witness that.
I know. We feel so lucky. We're overjoyed with that experience. I don't think words can describe how we actually feel, so we'll just leave it at that.
Just leave it. Yeah, just leave it. Do y'all have any final comments to say before we end this episode?
Wait,
Oh, is there
we
more?
have to do our white elephant gift.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Let's do it.
So, okay,
do it.
let me explain this real quick. It's a concept I came up with kind of at the last second. So what we're going to do right now is a white elephant gift exchange. The only rules are we didn't have any money to spend on each other. So we have to link each other Google images of gifts that we would get each other if we could. And so we've come up with a variety. We will link the photos of each other. We're going to explain what we got sent. And then if you're curious, we'll probably put the pictures on the blog. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll show them as we share them with each other. So, okay, Dallas, I would like you to start us off.
All right. So I'm just...
You can just copy and paste the link and send it to me in, like, Skype.
Okay, I was just doing Facebook, but I'll just Skype if you want. Okay, I'm doing it. So what I got, y'all, is one thing that's truly dear to me, and it is inflatable unicorn horns.
Oh my.
Oh
Do they glow?
You can make them glow. You can get glow in the dark ones. You put like paint on them or something. I don't know.
Do they light up?
No,
It's all.
The ones I want.
they're just inflated.
Can I read the back? Can I read the back of this?
Yes.
There's a unicorn code that comes along with this. So before you put this on, be aware that 1, unicorns never cheat. 2, unicorns always lend a helping hand. 3, unicorns don't talk to strangers. 4, unicorns respect the earth. 5, unicorns are never late. They arrive precisely when they mean to. 6, unicorns aren't conceited. 7, unicorns don't judge people. 8, unicorns give 100%. 9, unicorns graze on peace and love. 10, unicorns don't do drugs.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's a heavy gift. That's a lot of rules, Dallas. 10 commandments
You know
of being
what?
a unicorn.
I just felt like y'all needed it, so.
Dude, that guy in that picture. He's making choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He probably got paid $50 to do that picture.
It is good. So, okay, question, Dallas. Do you
Yeah.
is that the gift? Is that a gift for all of us?
It's for all of you.
Perfect.
It's a one size fits all, so go for it.
Okay, this is mine. This is to the Moore brothers. I got
Oh.
this for you. I was thinking really hard about something you guys would appreciate, and I figured your knowledge is extensive enough that you would appreciate this if it wants to send. One sec.
Oh, the MacGyver branded paperclip. Who knows what you could make with that?
It even has the as seen on TV stamp.
I found that. I think it's the real thing, too.
Wow, man, the possibilities are endless. That's the best gift I think we could ever get.
And then, Dallas, I got you something special, too. Let me see if I can find it. This, it's really funny, dude, is we must have been like those two people. What's that story about the people who, like, one person sells their watch so they can buy the other person, like,
The gift of the Magi?
The gift of the Magi? Is that? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so it's kind of one of those things. Kind of. This is my gift to you, Dallas.
Are you kidding me? How do we do this?
I don't
I love
know.
it
It's just, and you know what's funny? It's the same brand as the thing you sent to me.
No,
It's Archie
not, is
McPhee.
it?
It's the same brand.
So you got me finger or handicorn is what it's called. Are
Dude,
you?
that's
This
crazy.
is amazing.
Literally, of all the millions of things we could have sent to each other, we both sent each other unicorn-related, same branded merchandise. That's bizarre.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, the unicorn is calling to us.
Wow, we have to get this actually now.
I know. I feel like God is trying to tell us something right now. We're not meant
We
for
need to
this
be
world, dude.
unicorns.
We're too good.
We're special. We're one of a kind.
All right, so our gift is just going to be to both of you. And
Yeah, it's to celebrate. It's in honor of the true reason we all celebrate Christmas.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's more of a Christmas card because we're cheap and so we don't really give gifts, but we'd give you guys this card so to remind you of Christmas.
Oh boy.
Let's see this.
It did not come to be served, but to be.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
That's fantastic.
I think that's
really what that
uh,
scripture meant.
That's a statement.
Yeah. That right there is so you can remember what Christmas is truly all about.
I like it.
It's about our Savior, Jesus Christ.
And how great he was at everything.
Everything.
It's heartwarming.
Yeah, he truly did come to serve.
And
Dang,
not
I
to
can't
be
stop
served.
looking at that.
He likes to remind people that they got served.
Yeah, that's true. We owe
Wow.
him.
We owe him.
We gotta step it up, guys.
That's great.
Well-
That's great.
Do you have any last words before we sign out this episode? It's been an interesting episode. Very different from our usual format, but I think this works.
I guess if we had any last words, it would just be go watch movies. Please enjoy them.
You can plug your
Always
channel
give
if you want.
suggestions. Yeah, like I said, we're kind of on a hiatus. We've been kind of having some problems with the crew, so we're hoping to get things back up and running. Like I said, there's MooreBros reviews on YouTube. So we're hoping to get things going again. Hopefully we can come back here and talk about movies some more with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
And so any suggestions for what you want us to watch, we're not always more than happy to take them, but we will take them and get back with what we think about them. And just enjoy watching movies. That's what we want people to do, is just enjoy it. It's a great art form that not enough people really, I think.
Well, it's art and entertainment, right?
Yeah, let's not get into that discussion again.
Okay, good. Gosh, you guys are great. Thanks so much for being on.
Yeah, guys, I like this. This was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Thanks for having us.
For sure. Do you have any other words, Connor?
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate, whether it's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, winter solstice. It all kind of classifies itself under the same umbrella. And if you can, take time to spend time with your family. Also, don't forget the real reason of Christmas, and always make sure to voice your opinion on your gifts. Be honest with your family if you hate a gift, and make sure to exchange those gifts as fast as you can.
Amen to that.
Dallas, it's up to you to close us out.
God loves you all. Remember who you are. Light the world. We'll see you next time.